Hello and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Gibran and I am back again with the second part of the video series which is called All About General Insurances. In the first part of the video, Ram informed about what are the mandatory insurances that every employee or freelancer has to pay. In this video, he will informed about all the add-ons that you can add on these mandatory insurances in order to make your life easy. Let's hear from him.
So, are there any improvements over the mandatory insurances or anything which is on the top?
Definitely, yes. We talked a little about the private health insurance. So, an improvement over the public health insurance would be if you are eligible for the private health insurance, you should really research into it. Yes, you should know all about the private health insurance. What are the benefits of it? Am I eligible for it or not? First thing, yes, salary is one criteria where it gives you the eligibility that if you earn more than this 5,300 per month brutto or 62,500 euro per year brutto, then you are eligible for it, but you also have to take care of your family situation. If both husband and wife are working, there is no reason that you can find to stay back in public. You are already paying twice into the public health insurance when compared to a person in a family who is a single earner, where the wife and husband are not working. For them, yes, they still have to weigh the benefits and advantages and disadvantages of moving or not moving into private health insurance. But yes, if both the spouses, both the couple are working, then for them it makes a lot of benefit. It gives them a lot of benefit in moving into the private health insurance. And then yes, the other one is the public pension. I, for example, have paid my public pension for 5 years now. So I am eligible to receive the rental information. And when I have received my rental information or the public pension information, I have already told you that I've been paying about 1,000 euro. Myself and my employer contributing together, I pay 1,000 euro. And this document tells me that yes, the document will also be shown to you, and you can see this document clearly shows that I will be receiving after my retirement at the age of 67, 68, I would be receiving a pension of 1,900 euro.
Okay.
So this 1,900 euro, it would in no way be sufficient to live in Germany after 30 years, considering the inflation and the huge number of costs.
But this amount will increase over time, or the fixed amount?
This amount, in fact, you cannot say it will increase because it will only get worse.
Okay.
The reason is because the life expectancy of people has increased. So earlier people were living up to the age of 80, but now because of very good medical facilities and because of better health care and all, people are living up to 100 years of age.
Okay.
So which means the government is having to pay the public pension for a longer period of more than 20 years now.
Yes.
And with that happening, and also we have less number of kids in Germany, meaning the current generation that we are in. You can see we have a lot of foreigners coming into the country. This is mainly to accommodate the jobs that are vacant here in Germany. So what this indirectly means is that the number of people that have been contributing into the public pension has reduced drastically.
Yes.
So what it means for us is that in 30 years, when you go to your pension, there might not be enough contributors.
Yes.
That's the reason why there is no way the public pension can increase.
Okay.
So, however, they have clearly mentioned in the document, and you can see that there is a possibility that it could decrease, or they are promising this number of 1,900 for me based on today's conditions.
Okay.
So, but still looking at the prognosis, we can see that the conditions are getting worse. So hence they also propose that you have to prepare yourself for a private pension as well. So that the 1,900 that I get might not be sufficient and will not be sufficient after 30 years. So I have to make sure that I invest in some private pension, so that on top of my 1,900, I do get some additional private pension as well, so that it would at that time be sufficient.
Okay.
And then you also have You also have something called the occupational disability in Germany, because there are a few gaps in the insurance that you have. For example, you have a health insurance, and you have a pension. However, why we are talking about occupational disability as an improvement to your financial condition is that you know that when a person gets sick in Germany for a longer duration, as an employed person, he's paid 6 weeks of 100% of his salary for the first 6 weeks only. So after 6 weeks, the health insurance takes over, considering that this is a long-term sickness. Yes, you see cases where a person with a fractured leg or hand has to sit in the hospital for 3 months. But if it's a chronic disease where we see a lot of people, I've heard of people spending up to 8 months because of stress. They are not allowed to go back to work. So the doctor certifies that you are under a lot of stress. We call it burnouts here. Maybe it's less in foreigners and more in here, because we are during our education, we are already pressurized a lot. So we can take a lot of pressure maybe, but you still have to consider the fact that the generation that we are in is not the same as our parents. So they had a lot of less stress, but we, because of our current IT jobs, we do have a lot of stress. So you should consider the fact that either you take care of yourself. If you can't, then you have to make sure you insure yourself properly, because if the sickness continues for more than 6 months or 1 year, then and if the doctor certifies that you're not sick but you have to take rest, meaning the employer is not eligible to give you any salary because he has already done for the first 6 weeks. And the health insurance is also not eligible to pay you any salary because you're no longer sick. And because they're no longer having to treat you. The doctor has certified that you cannot go back to work, but you have to take rest because of burnout or because you had a slight stroke. This stroke and heart attacks is happening a lot, even between 30 and 40 years of age now. So if such a thing happens, it might not be so severe, but it could lead to a situation where you have to take a rest for a longer period of time, like 1 year, 2 years. So for these 1 and 2 years, the employer doesn't pay and the health insurance doesn't pay. So there is, and you're not jobless. Because you have your job with your employer. Your employer is only stating that if you're healthy, you can come back and work for me. So jobless, this Arbeitslos Geld or jobless money is only paid to you if you're eligible to work. If you have the capacity to work, they will pay you the jobless money and they will look for other jobs for you. So you're in a you're in a situation, or you're in this gap where you don't get any kind of income. So that's when the occupational disability insurance comes into the picture. So this insurance pays you, for example, there is a 2,000 euro pension which you can get, and you're eligible for this pension even without going for a health checkup. That means you can apply for this insurance. You can take this insurance up to 2,000 euro without any health medical checkup. You can also insure yourself more, like 3,000, 4,000 euro. But you will have to undergo a health checkup to prove that you are healthy for such huge amounts. So mainly what this insurance does is it makes sure that you are completely insured for the rest of your life. So no matter what happens, you always have some kind of income to keep you going in Germany.
This was the end of part 2. In the third part of the video, Ram will tell us all about the non-mandatory insurances in Germany and what are the benefits of having them. If you want to connect to Ram and want to ask any of the questions, he provides free consultancy. So in that case, there's an email address given below in the description. You can contact me there, or you can contact me on any of my social media platforms. Then I will going to connect you to Ram. Now, if you don't want to miss any of my new videos, then there's a subscription button down below. Press that, then the YouTube will notify you whenever my new video is up and live. See you next time.